Hello, precious people. Today I'm going to discuss a very important issue. Prayer. Does it matter the length? Is it very important that we should pray long? Yes, in the scripture, we see Jesus praying long. In fact, at the time he urged his followers during his trial, he said, couldn't you pray for an hour? Length of prayer is important, but praying for the length is not important. You see, there's a kind of pitfall when we are dealing on the issue of length that we could enter, misunderstanding the essence of length of prayer. You see in our time we talk about prayer stretch, 6 hours prayer. Everyone is having the ambition to pray long. Praying long for praying long's sake could be a pitfall. I mean, you could be doing what Jesus actually condemned the Pharisees for doing, actually making long prayer in hypocrisy. So long prayer on itself is not the aim. The right idea of long prayer is praying through. Why prayer takes length is because of the need to pray through. If you look at the scriptures, all the people who prayed in length always prayed because of the need to pray through in effectual prayer. Effectual prayer requires you get a response. So that is where waiting upon the Lord is necessary. If you see the case of Elijah, when he prayed, he didn't just jump out. He could have gotten up and just say, let's confess it, it has happened, and that would be presumptuous. He wouldn't see the miracle. But he understood the science of prayer. So he stayed, he prayed, he waited, because sometimes when it comes to the logistics of manifestation, sometimes it requires time. Not all times, notice, not every time, but in situations, even environment where that prayer is done by location. There are influences that can make a prayer delay in a particular environment different from another environment. That's a long topic. We'll talk about it in another video. So not just our environment, circumstances, or personality, there are things that can make a prayer take longer time to be handled, or the logistics of its coming, the logistics of its response could delay. So these are the things to be considered in prayer, and that is why length is now very important. So in that situation, you understand the importance of length. When I studied, I took time to study men of prayer, I discovered that all of them understood the need to pray through. It is not in every time that they have to make a long prayer. No, but they understood the need to pray through. So sometimes they wait on the Lord. Waiting on the Lord transforms you, because the essence of prayer is not just about your request. The essence of prayer is that you yourself be transformed for your request. So that is where length of prayer also comes in. So when you are waiting upon the Lord on any prayer topic or any prayer point, as you are praying, there is something happening. There is spiritual process taking place, preparing you manifestation of your prayer. This is where length is important. But we discover that many people miss it, and they just praying, looking at time, just trying to count time and to get the ambition of praying 3 hours, 6 hours, just for the pride's sake, or I don't know, maybe whether to brag about it or to feel sensually satisfied, carnally satisfied that I have prayed. No, prayer in itself is not where it is. It is touching God that is important. John G. Lake always calls this praying through factor dominion. He says when you pray until you gain dominion, it's very important. So when you pray, you aim to get the sign to know when you have hit the right point. When you get there, you know it is time to declare, it is time to prophesy, it is time to speak. That time you have gained authority in your spirit to speak. You know that the path is clear. I mean, don't know. That's the way I can describe it now. You know that the way is cleared for the prayer. So you start speaking. That's what happened to Elijah when he prayed and the sign came. He told his servants, check. And when he got the sign, he said, go and declare to the king, run. Remember, as of then, there was no rain. But when he saw spiritually that the sign has come, he commanded his servant to go and declare to the king, he better run because heavy rain is coming. And he continued. So may God help us to gain more understanding about prayer. And I urge you, let us learn together, because these are the days we need to pray, and not just knowing, not just for the need of prayer, but Jesus commanded us that we watch and pray. And learning and knowing how to pray is very important. Join me as I continue and we continue to study together in the Lord's School of Prayer. Subscribe, like this video, and share it to friends, and expect more in this channel. And God bless you.